morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 16th of March. Now first up, I've got a lot of new subscribers, so welcome anybody new to my channel. Make sure that you have got your notification bell turned on so you know my videos pop up as well, guys. Hit those like buttons and please feel free to comment down below. We've built a little community here of like-minded people who are pretty much awake and seeing through all the garbage we're currently being fed, guys. So welcome anybody new, and hi everybody else out there a lot of you have been with me for such a long time. It's crazy. I can't believe that you watch my daily videos. And I'm also, guys, doing a pick a card at the end of each video just for my long-term, like, regular viewers and anyone else as well. I'm just seeing how many I can fit in. So I'm just doing a little surprise pick a card at the end of each video. Yesterday I did Julian Gray, so you might want to go and check that out if you haven't seen it. Okay, little bit of admin. Cheers, everybody. I have got my coffee. Well, it is all happening, isn't it, guys? I don't think anyone could deny that it isn't happening. First off, we've got we've got to address yes, it's very serious. The McDonald's internal outage around the world. McDonald's went out. They went down. No Wi-Fi, no nothing. Cashless society. What a great idea. So, but they are saying that it wasn't a cyber security attack. It wasn't, apparently. I'm thinking it was some sort of AI error, but that was just my opinion. You do have to question these things when AI starts taking over the world, and I'm sure, have no doubt, it's taking over McDonald's. Well, it's already gone south already. So, well, that would be a big loss for McDonald's around the world all going out at the same time. Oh, you can't even make this shit up, can you guys? Okay, then now getting back to, guys, we're talking about Australia at the minute. There's a bit of voting going on in Australia today. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Now, I followed up I was telling you guys about the South Australia Voice to Parliament. Well, that is happening. But you can only vote if you're Indigenous. Now, Australia did do the Voice to Parliament vote, and it was a unanimous no because we're so multicultural here. It was never about the Indigenous people because most of us knew this was about giant land grabs. Well, apparently South Australia, Adelaide, where the capital city of Adelaide, is going to the vote. But you can only vote if you're Indigenous. Interesting. So, to be continued, guys. I'll get back to you on how that voting goes today, which is quite bizarre. If that's not separating people, I don't know what is. And there's huge votes in Queensland today. I know, Jen, you're up there. I've got a few of you in Queensland. Stephen Miles, who took over from Palachuk, which is Anastasia Palaszczuk, who left recently, he's trying to hold on. So I'm not sure how that's going to go because apparently the big issues in Queensland, of course, were cost of living and crime, naturally, because it's out of control. The other thing I just wanted to mention, guys, is they were talking on the news this morning about all the uni students. And yes, what a surprise this is happening. They're starting to cheat. Yes, using the AI. You know how AI can write your assignments and do all this? As if that wasn't going to happen. So now the students are being caught out. Well, why have it? Why promote AI can write your assignment? Like, go figure. So there's a lot of cheating now going on in uni. I'm sure it's gone on in the past anyway. And the other thing is, getting back to voting again, well, Russia. I didn't realise this, but it propped up on Sky News. Russia, of course, Russia's going to the vote. I keep saying we're going to get a lot of Putin this year. Sorry, guys. I think of Russia and it's very tiring. It's very tiring because we know, I think without even voting, that Putin's going to be in for another 6 years. And they said he's going to even overtake Stalin. That's him, isn't he? He's been in for so long. He has been in forever. He's been in forever. But some of the people were really brave. They were pouring ink into some of the voting things. And that's pretty brave in Russia. After what happened to that last activist, which we all know ended up Gonsky, You think that would have sent a fair warning to a lot of people, but there's people still trying to fight the, I guess you could say, corruption of it all, because we all know Putin's in without even having to go to the vote. Oh, and there was a little snippet just come up before, guys. It's about Australia. The High Court's making decisions now about immigration, and this is going to allow more detainees to be released. Oh, that's a great idea. I know a lot of you guys in the UK, Canada, America, etc. are also experiencing this issue. It's a very big issue. What the hell is going on? It's very confusing times around this immigrant stuff, isn't it, guys? So that's about all I've got for you on the admin today. No surprises with the immigration garbage that's going on. We know they want votes and they want, they want division, because immigration is naturally, like I talked about the other day, it's going to bring some division. It's very hard for people who have limited language and come with volatile energy, like I talked about the other day, to just blend in with the rest of the country. It's just not that easy. It just doesn't work that way. These things have to be more gradual. Anyway, let's just get into the reading, guys. Cheers, everybody. Saturday morning here. I love Saturdays. Saturdays are such a great day, aren't they? It's just got this good vibe. I love Saturdays. All right, I'll close my eyes, get started, and see what comes up. No, I'm getting the here we go, here we go. Goodbye to red meat, goodbye to red meat. That's what I'm getting. Here we go. They are going to be pushing this meat agenda this year. There's going to be less and less availability. As we know, they're already doing it. I was telling you about the tags on the meat in Melbourne. Of course, it's in Melbourne. They're just trying to eliminate meat out of the diet now. And I'm just getting more of that, because it'll be about the cost. It's going to get too dear to eat. We're talking about more people just eating takeaway pizzas and stuff, because all this stuff, I bet a lot of you, I could say out there, probably a lot of you are having, let me guess, pastas, rice, sausages and veggies. Like we're probably not eating sirloin steaks and all this kind of stuff already. So we know this is just going to continue. There'll be the decrease. So there won't be the demand, see, for the red meat, because the cost will be, as we know, through the roof. And of course, this is all going to start to fill up Billy Goat, which is Bill Gates here, if you knew. Billy Goat's pockets, and all his little mates that have bought up all the farms and have got their great lab-based, they call it plant-based, protein-based foods coming out. Like I said, there's heaps more in the shops here. You have to read the labels so carefully now, guys. And they'll disguise everything. You know, we know this is what they're going to do. They'll use some code word or something like, I don't even know what. But this is what's going to start to happen. We're going to see a lot of this happening this year. A lot of changes around it's saying the meat sections. A lot of changes. We already have noticed it, haven't we? Oh, the poor farmers. They're just copying it everywhere, aren't they? It's so frustrating. Hence the taxes on the cow burps, cow farts, all their emissions, all the garbage that's currently going on. All right, let's keep going and see what else we get. Getting Europe and getting the fight backs are still going. Not that any of us would know, because it's on none of the mainstream media. Pretty much all confirming there's nothing on mainstream media. I am getting that Europe's still fighting back, still standing up. And it's saying, I always said that Europe was really hurting in the hip pocket. This was always about finance. This is still what the issue is in Europe. It's finance. People are being crippled now. They just can't afford to live. Oh, actually, a video popped up the other day, guys, too, on, speaking of it, just reminds me of the tent cities that are popping up everywhere, and they'd be all across Europe. But in Queensland, you're getting more of them too here in Australia. They actually interviewed a homeless man who just had nowhere to live, lost his job and all that, and he was saying how many more tent cities are popping up. He's noticed it as a tent city person, and they just showed all these tents. So this is a massive global issue, not just in Europe, but I do feel like Europe, it's humongous, because their cost of living is off the Richter. It's out of control. That's why so many people are fighting back in Europe. Right. I'm getting sushi again in UK. I'm getting that he's really trying to reach some target goals. I feel like Sushi's really trying to get the pressure on and get this all rolling out. We know. The Royal Kardashians at the moment are the stars of the UK show. Now there's conspiracies that Kate's dead. There's this, there's that. Everyone's got a theory. God knows what even is going on there. It could just simply be for attention because it's working absolutely beautifully. That they're doing their new marketing for the Royals. But I am getting that. Sushi's really pushing the deadlines. He's really going hard and fast. This could be coming too. But I do feel, we did say after March it was going to happen. I do feel he's really got a lot of deadlines going on now. He's just like head down, bum up for Sushi in UK. It feels to me, I remember I got the other day, he was whistling out the front of 10 Downing Street, like just doing his own thing, ignoring the people. Well, he's going to continue to do this. He's just going to ignore the people because he feels like he's got a job to do. He's got a plan. His job is to roll it out and people are going to have to get on board. That's how Sushi thinks now because he's sick of having to, it's saying appease the little people. No, he doesn't care a rat's, does he? Just like all the rest of them. So he's really got his deadline set now. All right, hang on. And I keep getting April for you guys over there for fight backs. People aren't going to like it. People aren't going to go along with it. I feel like the people in the UK, well, not all, but a lot, are going to dismiss his ideas. And I feel like Sushi's going to be quite a taken back. Like he'll be like, why wouldn't you go along with this? See, and then he'll come out and he'll do his big spiel and talk about, yeah, but if you're going to save the planet and this is going to really help and then we're going to get the whole speech, because it's always the little people and peasants and Lego people that are ruining the world. Remember, it's all our fault that we're destroying whatever happened to the ozone layer, guys? I don't even talk about that. We're destroying everything, the waterways, the air, everything. We're polluting everything. And he's going to come out and say that. Why wouldn't you want a better life for your grandchildren? For everybody moving forward. You're going to get the guilt trips from Sushi down the track. If anyone stands up against him, he's just going to come out and say, you know how he talks with that? It's not really a plum in his mouth, but he speaks very clear when he talks. And he's going to really drive home his message with clarity that this is to help you, your children, your families, and there's nothing, and he's going to have to kind of reiterate, there's nothing sinister or untoward about it, like, is that the word? About for the little people, like this is only going to help you. You know, remember that thing that was going to help you too? Remember the jab wheel? That was same sort of story, wasn't it? So you can kind of see how people might not fall for it because most people who got and did all the right things still got it maybe 2, 3, 4 times, got all their extra top-ups and still kept getting it. So a lot of people are a little bit not really believing some of the things that these governments are dishing out. But he's going to come out and say, oh, it's just the same sort of scenario, just a different day, isn't it, guys? Or different year. So he's going to keep bringing this out, that it's all for the good of the people, which we know it never is. It's all for the good of the elites, so they can track, trace, and control us, and we can all just turn into a great big communist global world where the little people have zero say in anything. So that's what I'm getting for Sushi. That's basically his timeline at the moment, setting his goals. See, the funny thing with all these elites and that are very rich and wealthy, like We know Sushi is. We know Billy Goat is. We know everybody is, pretty much, except the peasants and Lego people. We're all getting just squashed. Because middle class, of course, has vanished. And that's been the aim of the game for a long time, is to just get us all on this one level. They don't know what it's like to be us. Like, they think they know what it's like to be us. And that's why they always think they're throwing us the life buoys and helping us. Oh, let's help these little poor people who are struggling and nearly having to live in tent cities and all this. Because they have no clue what it actually feels like. And I know it feels like they don't have feelings and things like this. But in their eyes, a lot of them, they actually think that they're helping us. Like that, I know it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. But it sounds like, it feels to me like they think they give us hope. Like, you think of Chucky and all the royals and all that. They think they give little people and peasants hope by giving us all something wonderful to look to and distract us from everything that's going on. They actually feel that. And a lot of these global leaders too, by the things that they say, all the wonderful things they're doing to change the environment and the earth and helping us all through with their wonderful packages to save us. This is honestly how they think, because they don't think like us. Remember, they have no idea what it's like to live on this frequency vibration, which, well, we could call it 3D because that's pretty relatable. Most of us, if you're here on my channel, you don't live in that vibration anymore. You live mostly in the 5D vibration, where we see the beauty, the wonder, all the incredible things about life now. Once you awaken, you see the world very differently. I call it through the crystal glasses. So, they do not understand how we see all of this, basically. That's why they get frustrated and sort of angry and a bit hostile and don't understand why we're not all getting on board with it. Oh, I wonder why we just don't want to get on board with it. Like, they're clueless, aren't they? Like they're doing us some great favour. Klaus is doing everyone a great favour, Cotton Schwab, by writing a lovely book called The Great Reset. So all our lives can be changed, tipped upside down and restructured again. Oh, it's so kind of him to write that book. And I'm sure there's a few more chapters. We talk about that a lot too, don't we, guys? All right, let's keep going. I'm getting India. I do get India sometimes. I usually get them when the virus is bloody spreading through, or when they're landing on the moon, which we know they have done recently, apparently. I am getting India. See, I don't think Modi's great. I think Modi's a bit of he looks like a puppet, doesn't he? But I feel like he rolls a lot of things out over there and squashes a lot of the people in India. People aren't happy in India because they know. See, they're being forced down a road they don't want to take. But because there's so many, why don't they all just get together and stand up and fight back? There's so many people in India that could do this. But the sad thing is there's a lot of poverty in India. We know there is a lot of people. We get the slums. We get the market kind of scenery. If you think of India, I know it's not all like that. But there is a massive population in India that's very poor. It's very hard for them to fight back because there's always this desperate need for handouts from government or handouts of food. Or it's kind of sad. So in a way, I feel like in India, a lot of people do get controlled by their government. Well, it's saying handouts. Like, it's like they're very grateful for what they get given in India. And it could even be a lot around religion and things too. They live that kind of simple kind of life because that's all they know. A lot of them, that's all they know. So I do feel in India there's a lot of corruption at the high levels. That's what I'm getting, a lot of corruption at the high levels to keep people squashed. It's kind of already been going on in India, but just in a different format. That's all. It's not all, I guess it's not all digital yet because I'm not imagining everybody in India's got a mobile phone. See, this is interesting, isn't it? And a lot of them live in little humpty buildings and things, don't they? That they wouldn't even have Wi-Fi and all that. Wonder how they plan on doing this in countries like that. Very interesting. And that's probably why a lot of Canada, America, UK, New Zealand, Australia, etc., the list goes on, have been targeted for these reasons, because they can get that AI kind of control. That's interesting, isn't it, guys? What do you think about that? Just come to me then. But see, that's it. They get that control in a different way through, well, food supplies, government packages, because it's still a form of control, isn't it? And knowing where the people are, and you've still got that ginormic split, the elites and their poor people, and no one in between. Again, they really want to knock that middle class out, don't they, guys? All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting a massive amount of bank closures this year. There's going to be more bank closures, guys. Be ready for it. Withdraw your money big time, I would say, in case they just go belly up. There's going to be a lot of banks that might even disappear. We know they're all squeezing out a lot of banks to get to the One World Bank, but it's happening, as you guys have probably seen too, and me as well here. It's a gradual process. They're making it not too obvious, but enough that people go, what's happening? What, more branches are closing? What? So like for me now, I have to go to Canberra, which is an hour away from me. Maybe they won't close them all, being the capital city of Australia, but they're still closing branches up there. So for someone like me, you'd nearly have to drive to Sydney to actually walk into a branch, and then we know there's going to be no cash. So consider where your money is at the moment, guys. That's my tip from the guides. A lot of bank closures, and not just closing branches. They're going to be actually closing the banks. This is going to start to happen a lot this year. You're going to have to look for alternatives. And of course, these are going to be the ones that are going to lead to the... I think I've been saying here the Commonwealth Bank is one that's going to be maybe used as a tool for one of these. But anyway, just something to really be aware of. There's going to be a lot of bank closures this year. More and more and more. Can you imagine the post offices, how stressed they're going to be? Because they're temporarily, I'd say, turn them into banks. You're always queued up at the post office here where I live. Everywhere's going to have this same problem. And then you'll have people going out on sick leave, and they'll be stressed out because they'll be overworked, and queues, and it's just going to go on and on and on. So then, of course, we'll have AI take over the post office, which they probably already have anyway. We don't even know where it's heading. It's just all heading down that road this year, basically, is what I'm getting. It's all going to just turn into a big schmozzle. These bank closures, it's so bad. All the old people are so stressed out. You guys would be finding that as well. Okay. I'm getting for us, this is you guys watching my channel, we really have to take charge of our own lives now. It's very crucial this year. We take the bull by the horns. We're in control. You know, this is an example when government's coming towards you. Just grab the bull by the horns and control it. I'm guessing that's what that saying means. We don't have to just be bowled over by our governments. So I'm getting that. Take the bull by the horns and take charge of your own life. Stay strong, stay empowered, stay ready, stay prepared. But that's about seeing things coming towards us as well. See, we have a very good awareness using our senses, our intuition, our gut feelings. So we kind of have that vibe, for example, around the banks. Get smarter and wiser. And we always carry a bit of cash on us, don't we, guys? When the Wi-Fi and that goes down and the internet, etc. It's very handy, isn't it? So that's what I'm getting this year. We've got to be smart at navigating this year, because it's going to be very tricky, which nothing we can't really handle, guys. We've been doing this for 4 years, haven't we? Cheers to that. Oh my God. I can't believe this is still going on 4 years later. I can't believe the whole world hasn't stood up and said, no, we don't want this crap. Take your reset book and shove it up your, you know where, and just get on with our lives. But it hasn't happened, guys. We're battling all these little things all the time that just keep propping up. And to be honest, I'm sure you guys are the same. It doesn't even get exhausting really for us anymore, because we have learnt the art of detachment. Eckhart Tolle is very good at teaching you about the art of detachment. If anyone wants to go and learn from the master, look him up. But we've learned to detach. We don't get involved in all these things now. We just go, oh yeah, trying to push another thing. Pff, good luck with that. Like, for example, the perfect one is lecky cars. We know, all of us here have been following the lecky car journey for quite a while now. Lecky scooters, lecky bikes, all the above. And it's an epic fail. We know it's turning people off buying them. Who's going to charge up an electric scooter, electric bike, or even a lecky car in your house when there's such a high probability of them catching on fire when they're charging, etc.? That's if the battery's compromised, usually. They had the firemen on the other night. I was telling you about that building that burnt down in Sydney at Bankstown. And the actual firemen, I'd say they're getting inundated, guys, because this fireman looked mighty stressed. And he actually had the little cylinders, the battery cylinders, and he had 2 of them. And he said these are the things that cause the problems. He was showing, it was just a quick flash on the news, but he was saying these are the things that just keep igniting, like they keep triggering each other off. We know they do. It's like a big pyrotechnics fireworks show, isn't it, guys? So these are the kind of things that we'll just have to keep navigating this year, guys. We just have to keep, taking the bull by the horns and moving our life forward and taking control of things, which I think a lot of us are anyway, aren't we, guys? Which means staying in your truth and respecting yourself and your beliefs is what I'm getting. Guys, I might pull some cards now. I'm getting this like heavy energy around my forehead because there is a lot going on. Continue to keep doing your X-Files filing system. I talk here a lot about the Mulder and Scully show, the X-Files show, that we're like that this year. We're trying to solve things, work things out, but we don't want to keep everything stored in our head. Otherwise, we're not going to have that free-flowing or easy feeling like the song. So we can't afford to just store the information. We have to kind of put it in our little memory bank X-Files to maybe pull out at a later date when it starts to make sense and add up why they're doing this over here. It's because they're trying to implement this that was planted a long time ago. So we've got to just keep the systems in order, because we can't afford to get all muddled up and chaotic in the brain again. We've got to, like Catherine, you always taught us, we've got to keep doing the spiritual decluttering, whether that be getting in nature, doing your creativity, follow your passions, learning and growing, doing our spiritual growth that we're continuing to do this year. Just keep doing these things, guys. You know, like watch Eckhart Tolle, the art of detachment. It's a very important thing to do, actually. It's like bringing up the anchor, detaching from things from your past. We talk about it all the time, not staying anchored to the past. So learning the art of detachment is a tool that will be very helpful for us moving forward, guys. All right, I'm going to pull some cards today. The sun's coming out today. I've got to oil my back deck. It's always something to do, isn't there, guys? It never ends. Hope you guys are finally getting sunshine over there. You really need some, don't you? I'm going to pull us a happiness card. I think we need a bit of happiness, don't we, guys? Doing the Clown Show 2.0 that we continue. Oh, my goodness, look at the cards just jumping. Oh, yes, happiness is trying to find us, guys. All right. And we've got a little rainbow. Apologise. Build bridges instead of burning them down. And I think as sensitive souls, it is very easy for us to just want to burn down bridges. And this could probably be around a lot of people too. But sometimes we have to be the bigger person. It's like, the perfect example is my mum. I talk about her all the time. She didn't want me in her house for a few years because of the great virus. We know this happened to a lot of you. I know it's not just me. But I am the bigger person. I always ring her up. I haven't really been visiting her because I reckon she'd still be paranoid, but I still do ring her up. Actually, I've got to ring her today. So sometimes we've got to be the or quite often actually, we have to be the ones that build the bridges, don't we, guys? So continue to do that, guys. I'm also going to pull us an indigo sage. This is just a little bit of guidance for all of us to get through. Just some tips. Sometimes we need them, guys, don't we? Because it's easy to get a little lost and caught up in things, isn't it? That's why the art of detachment, oh, hang on. That's why the art of, oh my God, of detachment. Oh, that's one you had yesterday. The art of detachment is very important. Oh, no, I had the ladybird. I'll try and get us something new. Hang on, guys. Oh my God, they're going everywhere. What the heck? How's all the energy in the cards today? They're just mad. Oh, I got this one. It's like a blue fungi or mushroom or something. And look at all the little orbs. Is it orbs of light? Looks like they're spraying down, doesn't it? Projecting good feelings. Through divine intelligence, be aware of the energetic quality of your thoughts. I'd say that's something we've really mastered, guys. We're very careful what thoughts we put out, aren't we? And even like I often say, when you get that feeling of like fear, anxiety, or some strange vibes that you're not feeling right, we've sort of learnt how to turn that around. And it's not so much going from negative to positive. It is a little bit, but we're aware that you sort of get back what you put out. So you do have to be careful what you're putting your energy towards. That's something a lot of us do talk about here. I'm also going to do a Be Here Now. We haven't done one of these for a while from my book, Be Here Now. I love this book. I'll get one we haven't had. Oh no, we've had that one. Oh, we've had nearly the whole book, I think, guys. No, I'll get one. Oh, this is cute. We haven't had this one. We've been speaking a lot about flowers this week and the beauty in time with life. I'll read a little bit. The beauty of living consciously and mindfully in the present moment, of feeling our feelings and knowing ourselves in grace and truth to honour them, is to realise our emotions at the time of their blossoming, to be at one and in time with life. To appreciate the gorgeousness of life, we must be present in it. I can only note that the past is beautiful because one never realises an emotion at the time. It expands later, and thus we don't have complete emotions about the present, only about the past, wrote Virginia Woolf. When we embrace sensations of peace and joy as they feel in their unfolding, not wanting or waiting for more, nor reserving our gratitude for another time, place, or space, we allow the immediate emotional experience of each present moment to touch us completely. We needn't wait for the future to appreciate the present in the past. Letting our emotions expand in real time, we may drink in the abundance and richness of life right now. Oh, isn't that great? Letting our emotions expand in real time, we may drink in the abundance and richness of life right now. Oh, it's true. It is like drinking it and absorbing it. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I really love that. A lot of us, that's the one thing you learn when you really awaken, is you really learn to live in the now and enjoy every moment and everything that's happening at that present time. You get much better at bringing yourself into the now. That's something that when you go through your spiritual awakening, you do actually learn to master. You have to keep practicing it, but you do master that. All right, I'm going to do my little picky cards for someone now, and then we'll finish off and see if we get any songs or anything today. Yesterday I did you, Lynn Gray, and today I'm going to do you, Addie Chenery. Hi, Addie. You're always commenting on my channel. You're incredible. I'm going to pull you an affirmations card. Let's see what we get. These mini reads are just little short ones, guys, but they're just to give you a few little tips on how to navigate through life at the moment. It's not easy, is it? Oh, you got the hand. Give someone all the things you wish someone had given to you. Someone got this one the other day. I feel like, Addie, you're a person who you don't give to get, but I feel like you get let down by a lot of people. But the guys are saying giving isn't hard for you. It's very easy. You give so selflessly. You give without any expectation at all. You are an extremely giving person. And I'm getting that hand. I feel like you always lend a hand to people. If someone's down and out or someone's struggling, I feel like you're just this hand that just comes out of the darkness like this, and you just grab people and you pull them out. You have this gift of, well, it's a gift of giving. It's a gift of giving, but it's selflessly. You give without expectation. That's a really beautiful quality, Addie, that you have. But also, it's the guides are saying that can also be draining, because it's about getting that balance right. I think we had this the other day too, about making sure that you receive. But I think because you're such a giving person, I think you know how to give to yourself, and I think you replenish yourself. Like, I feel like you give yourself the nurturing and the kindness and the love that you need. You're a very strong person, Addie. It's almost like you don't really need others to fulfill you. You find joy in so many other avenues in life. I'm going to put you an indigo sage as well, Addie. This looks like another fungi, doesn't it, guys? Let's see what it says. Healing grace, 9 in 10. Innotations. Oh God, sorry, I couldn't read. I need some new glasses. Let any resistance to joy dissolve. Every breath enfolds you with conscious presence. And when I get that, Addie, what I get there is your consciousness is very sharp and in tune. Not only with your environment, but with I'd say with your feelings and emotions. You're very conscious of how you feel. I feel like you always really address your emotions, Addie. And I feel I'm getting that healing grace. You heal yourself very, well, it's saying gracefully. Like, I feel like you're not a person who takes things out on people. You don't have a sharp tongue. I feel like you're a very, it's saying you're a very internal being. You do a lot of self-work, self-improvement. You do a lot of things to do with the higher mind. I feel like you really listen. Your intuition is very, very sharp, Addie. And one thing about you, Addie, is you don't let people sway you off your course. Even if someone comes in with this like crazy, wild energy and bombards you with anger or hurt or anything like this where they're in a mood, I feel like you can just repel it. You've got this inner strength because you do so much work on yourself with your higher mind. It's almost like you get protected by your higher mind, but you also get prepared. And it allows you to kind of, before that energy of someone or something like that gets to you, you actually step back away from it. It's like you get forewarned a lot. And forewarned is forearmed. I feel like your guidance and intuition is extremely powerful and extremely helpful to your health and well-being. And you're very gracious in your retreat. You don't make it obvious. You just slowly remove yourself away because you know it's about your health and well-being and looking after yourself and staying... Well, it's saying like having the smarts. You've got the smarts, Addie. There's not much you can't navigate because you're very, very in tune with your higher mind. And it's that higher mind, guys, that really steers you on your spiritual path. So So that's what I'm getting for you, Addie. You're a very giving person, but you're also very intuitive. I would say you're highly intuitive. I would say that you're actually above a lot of people when it comes to gut feelings, intuition, sixth sense. I really feel that you get a lot of messages downloaded to you. That's just what I'm getting. But the difference is, Addie, you listen to them and you act on them. And that's why it keeps you in a good, stable position. And allows you to give as well, because you re-energize yourself. You take good care of yourself, Addie. Oh, that's lovely, Addie. You sound like you're a very kind soul, but you're also very clever when it comes to yourself and being... You're not guarded. That's not the word they're giving me. You're very aware of your sensitivities and protecting them is what I'm getting. Oh, all right. I'm going to close for everybody now, guys, and we'll see what comes up. Oh, I'm getting this old. Who's singing this song? Is it Leif Garrett? I don't even know. I'm a wanderer. I roam around and round and round and round and round. 'Cause I don't have a care. I go with... That's a very old song. But it too gets around and I'm going nowhere because I'm the kind of guy. Anyway, we're wanderers. This is us now. We're just wandering around doing our own thing. Wandering off on a bushwalk or wandering around our backyards. This is what I'm getting for us. We're very independent beings, and we just like, you know how when you go for a wander, you're not really going with purpose. You're just wandering around aimlessly, and that's okay. We're quite comfortable with that. So that's what I'm getting for us awake people. We're just wandering around. Where does this music come from? All right, hang on. Oh, I'm getting that song. I think we got this the other week. Only you. Only you. Yeah, we did. We got this, the Happy Days one, the other day about the Fonz dancing. Only you. There's probably a few different versions of it. Can make the things turn wrong. Only you. It's from the 50s. Can make the sun... I don't know the words. Maybe we've got to listen to the words of this, because that's the second time it's come up this week, isn't it? You and you alone. Interesting. I don't know what the meaning of that is, but we've got it again, so maybe we go listen to it, guys. All right? Oh, I'm getting that Doors song again. Break on through to the other side. When the day turns into night, night becomes a day. Try to run, try to hide. Break on through to the other side. And this would be about the people waking up. I love that song. It's actually pretty cool. That's about the people waking up. They're breaking through to the other side. They're starting to see the truth, guys. Because it's like there is like this barrier and you've got to break through in order to see the truth and move to the light and get out of the darkness. So I am getting that song again. We've had that before. All right, hang on. Let me see if there's anything left. They're giving me this AC/DC song. I think it's AC/DC. Dirty deeds and the done dirt deeds. Dirty deeds and the done dirt deeds. I don't know the rest of the words. I only know the chorus. But this is the dirty deeds by the government is what they're saying. This is all happening this year. There's some really dirty deeds being done by this government. We know it is. We talk about how cruel and evil the last 4 years have been. So I'm getting that song, Dirty Deeds and the Done Dirt Deeds. AC/DC. We're going to have to go check that song out, guys. I wonder what the words are. Sometimes I don't know why we get the different songs, guys. We just do. It's just a little bit of fun, I suppose. And frequency vibration. I know a lot of you out there love music. Hang on a minute, see if there's anything left. Oh, I'm getting that song. Is it Donna Summer? We've had this heaps too. Emotions taking me higher, caught up inside. That's by the Bee Gees too, isn't it? Lost in my soul, and if I don't come back, come on to you, darling. I'm getting that song Emotions because a lot of people are having to face their emotions this year. It's a big awakening year. We're shifting to the new earth frequency vibration. We only had this a couple of weeks ago, that song, but I'm going to leave you with that song today. Emotions. In the words of a broken heart, it's just emotions taking me over. And when you awaken, guys, it is like this cracking open of the egg, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And unfortunately, it's people having to deal with their old emotions that have been buried deep in their body, and they rise up, taking me higher, lost in my soul. You know, this song makes perfect sense if you ask me. There's a lot of meaning in that song. Let's go listen to that today. All right. I think that's all I got for you. Can't load to Rumble, guys. It's obviously what they're doing to the NBN cables around here. Can't get a video on, but go check out my other videos because they're just prediction readings anyway. They're current. I've got the dates. I've actually made them. So go check out my Rumble channel. I'm still over there. I just can't load. Hit the like buttons, guys. Please feel free to comment. Give me a dad to get back to your comments because we're often on different sides of the world. And have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And please consider subscribing. Great to have you here. Like I said, we're growing a little community of like-minded people. And we share with each other what's really going on where we're currently living. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.